y'all ever wonder why it is the hell we do this stuff at middle age? How we push ourselves. I'm out here right now. It's about 18 degrees. Snow everywhere. Icicles forming on everything. It's uncomfortable. And there's no real reason, no important real reason that I'm doing it other than I like to challenge myself. I like to push myself. And it's crazy to think that I spent my 20s getting out of shape, getting disturbed with where I was, and when I turned 30, I decided I had enough. Running had only ever been something I did for cardio as a means to lose weight. It was never something I thought of doing just to be out doing it. I was ashamed when I first started. I hid in my garage, ran on the treadmill. I was 30 years old, former athlete, overweight, couldn't run in 5 minutes. And I was ashamed to go outside and run because I didn't want people to see me walking. Kind of funny to think something so absurd. This is just my thought process back then. So I ran in that garage at dark, poorly lit, cold garage until I could run 5 minutes, and eventually a mile, 2, then 3 miles, 5Ks. And then we went on a camping trip as a family. We went to Williamsburg, and I signed up for a kind of a little local YMCA type 5K. And I was hooked. Had never run an organized race other than in track in high school. And I fell in love. The atmosphere, the anticipation of everyone standing around with a singular focus to go as fast from point A to point B as you could go. And that was intriguing. I wasn't really racing anyone. I was kind of just having fun, trying to always best myself. And that grew into 10Ks and eventually half marathons, and I ran probably 10 or 12 of those, and I got into marathons and probably ran 10 or 12 of those. And I came across a book, I think in 2014, Ultramarathon Man. Read that. I don't think I've been so interested in something that I read about in my entire life. And I read Born to Run. And that solidified in my mind that I was going to run trail races and ultramarathons with a singular focus on eventually getting to the 100-mile distance. I didn't rush the 100-mile distance. It took me about 10 years to finally attempt it. Not that I was scared, but I respected the distance. And I felt like I needed to put in the time, put in the work. And I had fun. I probably ran 24, 25 ultramarathons, 24-hour races, 50Ks, 50 milers, 100Ks, before eventually getting there. I love running. I love racing. I love the community. And it's crazy to know that all that started, that I found this accidentally by just getting disturbed with where I was in life, being out of shape, a dad, not feeling the thrill of competition or challenge that I once had in high school. As a young man, something's missing sometimes when you get to be that age if you were an athlete. I say all this to say, why do we do this? That's the question most of the people I talk to, not you all. Most people I talk to in normal day life want to know, why the hell would I be out in 17, 18 degree weather for no reason? Just running. And this is gorgeous. There's something to be said in challenging yourself, and I think it speaks to who I am. I think it speaks to who you are. We're not content with where we are in life. We're not content to just roll over and die, not do anything hard, sit in a lazy boy and grow old. That's not who we are. We're people that like to push ourselves, challenge ourselves, be outside the norm. And I think, to me, that's normal. I don't get the roll over and grow old thing. I don't get that. It doesn't even register to me why you would just need to take it easy and not push yourself, not feel the pride of accomplishing something you worked for, or the pain of pushing yourself beyond where you've ever been before. To be the most alive I feel is out on a trail. I feel one with God out here, and I feel one with my soul. I love my family, I love my wife, my kids. They're the most important thing in the world to me. So, leaving them aside, not taking them into account here. This is the most alive I feel during my day, during my life, is out here on the trail. This is where we were meant to be. I think trail running is the pinnacle, not distance running particularly, but trail running is the pinnacle of peace, resiliency, healing. It's the biggest antidepressant I've ever found in my life, was being out here. And that's the reason I started this channel. It's because I wanted to push people towards this. I talk about ultramarathons, and I've told you that. Ultramarathons aren't for everyone, but I think trail running is. I think everyone should feel what it feels like. The solitude, the peace that you get from being out here. So why the hell do I do this? I do this because I have to. It makes me happy, and I can't even imagine a day in my life where I'm no longer part of this, that I no longer can do this. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine never doing this, never being able to be at one out here, whether it's hiking, walking with my family, or running and putting myself through so much pain. I wish to never run again. That's the magic of this place. It puts you through everything. And I know that's why you guys are searching. That's why you guys are watching this, because I feel you're probably the same. We're the percent of the 1% that have found the secret, that have found our happy place. And with the growth of this channel, I hope to reach more and more and more of you. So if you want to share this with people you think could use it, I think it would help. I've had the benefit of having people reach back to me over the years and tell me how this channel has inspired them, that they were out of shape, they were struggling, and then they started running, and they've been running for years, and that it changed their lives. And I don't think you can understand what that means to me. I put in thousands of hours. I've made over 1,200 videos over 10 years. Thousands of hours to help people, to share my story, to share the magic of this place out here, and hope that others can find it too. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for being part of the Motivation 30 running community. Your support means the world. I'll talk to you in the next video when we finish up this run. I'm getting a little cold hiking right now. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.